my biggest problem that I have with and I would single them out, the Democratic Alliance, as I feel that the DA for the last couple of years, they have lost touch with South Africans. They've lost their ability to actually be relevant, I would say. It's the equivalent of walking in a room and not being able to read the room, to read what's happening, what's going on. They can't get a feel for what's going on in our country at the moment. And I feel that is their biggest downfall as such. Not being able to understand or read the room and figure out what the way is, like what we as South Africans actually want and what's important to us. For example, the DA has made it clear that should they come in power, the first order of business for them would be to exit the BRICS alliance. And I personally feel confident that if they should run a survey to determine if that is in fact what South Africans would want, they would find the opposite would be true. If the DA was in power today, their stance would be very clear with regards to Russia and how they would treat Vladimir Putin, which is again in direct contrast to what South Africans would deem appropriate and necessary. And I feel that is one of the biggest problems. The DA's inability to read the room, but also secondly, the DA's inability to be open to hear opposing views, people's stances, which doesn't line up to theirs. And that is why many of the coalition governments has not worked out throughout the country. For that very reason, where they've been unable to read the room, unable to understand what people actually stand for, and unable to work with views and opinions and stances which is in contrast to theirs. I feel that is their biggest problem.